Following video is brought to you by JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter.
So what's going on, pop culture and wrestling fans? Welcome back to the channel, and are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? Yeah, then for the few in attendance and the probably dozens that'll watch this later, yeah, JEFFMAN316 says, let's get ready for War Games. Yeah, I'm going to give you my predictions going into this event of who's going to win the matches. So I think the pay-per-view or premium live event now, as they call it, is going to start off with Team Damage Control versus Team Bianca. I really don't think you're going to have both face teams winning. So even though I think this would be the perfect time for Bayley to eat a pin and possibly losing the match for her team, I'm going to go ahead and pick Team Damage Control. Then Bayley will run her mouth. She'll take the total ownership of the win, basically saying that it was all her. The team's eventually going to turn on her. She'll end up a face. She'll probably win the Rumble. She'll probably fight Io at WrestleMania, but that's going too far down the line. So I'm going to go ahead, let's just say Team Damage Control. So then next, you've got Gunther, the Ring General, taking on The Miz. Is he going to be awesome in this match? I think he is. I think they wanted to give Gunther a really good opponent, which The Miz is for the last 20 years. I don't think people give him enough credit, but Miz, he's not going to get the win in this one. There's no way they're going to get all the way this far to have Gunther as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion to have him lose here. I don't even know when he'll lose. Maybe at WrestleMania, maybe a moment for Gable or somebody like that, or maybe he'll fight Brock, beat him, and then say, hey, I want to move on to the world title. But either way, we're going with the Ring General, Gunther. So then we've got Rhea Ripley of the Judgment Day, who I think is really the leader of Judgment Day, taking on Zoe Stark. I really don't see Zoe with any chance of winning this match. She'll probably have a good actual wrestling match, but Rhea's going to come out on top. And the reason is I don't think all of Judgment Day is going to win tonight. More later. And then based on what happened on SmackDown, you got a kind of a surprise match here. Santos Escobar was supposed to go one-on-one with Carlito. That ended up not happening. Santos took out Carlito, and we got Dragon Lee replacing him. Even though they're pushing Dragon, I don't think that he's going to take the win here. I think there's going to be some shenanigans, and I think Santos Escobar is going to win to keep elevating him as a heel on SmackDown. And then finally... So then we come to the main event. You got the men's War Games match. You've got Team Judgment Day with Drew McIntyre versus Team Cody, which includes the returning Viper Randy Orton. So a lot of people thinking with CM Punk was going to come back, but they went ahead and announced Randy Orton. They didn't have him on SmackDown. They didn't have him on Raw. I think they want him to get the biggest pop of the night coming out here. I'm weary of that, but I think in this one, since the females will have the bad guys winning, or bad girls in this case, I think in this match you're going to have the good guys winning. Team Cody will prevail. I think at the very end of the match, though, after it's all over, Randy Orton is probably going to RKO one, if not two members at least of the team. I would think he probably would be RKO Jay to end the show and go off with Randy standing triumphant in the corner. I think Randy will get the final pinfall. This show's been all about him. Anybody that thinks not, you got another thing coming. There's a reason that Roman isn't on this show. I heard Triple H say he didn't want to overshadow Randy Orton's return. They're not going to overshadow Randy Orton's return with CM Punk. So no CM Punk. Sorry. So yeah, that's my predictions. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. Hopefully you can hear me. I was listening to that intro video. I had to do it a little bit different than I normally do. So how's everybody doing? I see we got a couple people already in the house. Let's see who we got here. Let me know if you can hear me. It says the light's on. Looks like Rick would already come in. Rick's usually the first one in the house. Yeah, I'm doing awesome. How about you, my friend? Yep, return of the Viper, Randy Orton. Chicago's favorite son, best in the world. I don't think CM Punk's going to come out there. But, man, that crowd is going to shit all over this pay-per-view if they don't have the return of CM Punk. But I just don't think that you're going to get the Orton and Punk in the same show. You think he's gonna riot because he doesn't show up? You're gonna take the Miz to win? Like, you're picking all the losers. There's no way Gunther's losing to the Miz. Not at this point. He says hello. Oops. You think, yeah, Rhea's going to win. I don't think Dragon Lee's going to win. I think there's going to be some shenanigans. The Legend Killers team will win. It's supposed to be Cody's team. Bailey teams win, and then Scott says, "What's up? What's up, Scott? I appreciate you and Rick already showing up. I need to get my headphones. It looks like they got the preview thing going on there. So, how you guys been doing? You got everybody eat too much turkey? I got my my beverages somewhere. I'm gonna have to get somebody to bring me my beverages. So, like I said, let me get my Roku app. So, Rick, you didn't do your pick. What's your pick for the matches? Let me know what you think there. Who you think is going to win? At least the War Games matches. You think I'll be right? You think it's going to be Damage Control and Team Cody? There we go. I can hear it now. Deviled eggs. Yeah, that's always that'll get you in the end of nothing else, or to get you out of the end. Hold on one second. Let the War Games begin, baby. And now Credit One Bank presents War Games. A lot of people were thinking Punk was going to come back because they dropped a new version of his theme song. Yeah, dadgummit. I thought they said the first match was probably going to be the women's War Games match. They usually have the actual cage already dropped down if that's the case. 17,000. All right, I got my beverage lined up. That beer and that other thing in there. So are they going? It looks like they are going to start War Games. Why would they waste the time of a premium live event by lowering the cage? Go see if you can hear it in there. I had my computer on in the other room when I was doing that intro video. My wife says you can hear me in there. Can you hear me talking in there? All right, hold on one second. I'm going to have to go shut my other computer off. Be right back. I don't know why it does that. I got the mic muted. Sorry about that. Now I know. So if I have StreamYard going on my computers, even if I have the microphone muted, I guess once I mute my mic, you can hear it through any of the computers that I got. Well, at least they got the ring down pretty quick. It's not Randy's team, man. It's Cody's team. Get that right. Yeah, so like I said, I thought they would have put the cage down. Who do you guys think are going to be the No, I wasn't naked. Um which person do you think will end up entering last? They'll probably put Shotzi in there first. Or are these women the ones that go in the cage? I thought they would have added a fifth woman to this, and then that way maybe Jay Cargill or somebody else would have come back and been in there 5-on-5. But oh well. So I guess Becky's going to start the match. That's the way it usually is. The ones that get introduced first go into the cage, and Becky's coming out last, so she'll probably be the one starting the match. So yeah, I didn't know. I didn't remember that. I thought Charlotte was a member of a War Games match in NXT. They said Charlotte hasn't been a member of a War Games match. That's weird. Here comes the man. Yep. So Becky starts. Who you think's going to start? I don't think Bailey will. I didn't watch the pre-show. During the pre-show, they were supposed to announce who had the advantage in this. So I didn't see it. Who's got the advantage? It's butt cold here. Yeah, it turned like extremely cold here today compared to yesterday. It was like the high was 40. What was the high there? There's the man. I was just talking about you. I saw your message. I for all week I was predicting that Cody likes Bailey. I was predicting that Bailey would probably eat the pin in this, but now I changed my vote when I went and did the intro video. I think Bailey's team will win, and she'll end up being have a swelled head and like take all the credit for the win, and then I think they're going to end up turning on her eventually. Well, the bad guys won. Who won advantage on Raw? I forgot. Well, they said that the fans voted for the women's advantage, and whoever won the Bailey's got a mask on. Whoever won the vote would win the advantage, and I didn't watch the pre-show. 50, but it's like 14. Holy shit! Windshield. Bailey or Shotzi will get pinned. Appreciate it. My wife bought me some corn. Thank you. You can leave it open. Oh, so they all wore masks to show their solidarity. That'll last long. I think eventually it's going to be Bailey versus Io at WrestleMania. I was telling Cody that I think Bailey's going to end up winning the title from Io. Yep, Mrs. Jeff Man brought me some. Cody says, "Hey, what's going on?" So, what is your pick, Cody? Bailey looking good. So Bailey is starting. Do you think, for real, without being like, don't be biased, take the bias away and don't be a Bailey fan, which team do you think really will win this? You got the Kabuki Warriors on her team, and in EO Sky. I just eventually see them being a team with Dakota as their mouthpiece. I just don't see both face teams winning. I don't have any Ruffles to eat. All I've got is popcorn, but so I'll look it up. They did the advantage on the pre-show, the vote, and I didn't see who won. So I don't know how. What I got to Google here? Probably women's war games advantage vote. Shit, it didn't say. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Bianca won the advantage. Okay, so the good guys won the advantage. Bad guys should always have the advantage. You want the good guys cheered on to where because it's like 2-on-1. So my guess is EO will do some kind of big dive off the top like she always does. She was famous for these matches in NXT. She usually did the high spot. Cody wishes Bailey would wear her booty shorts again. They really weren't booty shorts, but her booty's so big she turned them into booty shorts. So how long before we get when the men come out before we get a CM Punk chant? Yeah, EO's been in every one and Charlotte's been in 0. It's weird that Randy Orton comes back from injury and they put him in a War Games match. So my guess is Randy will be the last man to enter. That way he doesn't have to do as much. I mean, the dude had like some kind of neck fusion type surgery and he's been out for so long. He's going to come back in a War Games match. No matter how much weight Becky loses, she still can't get an outfit doesn't go up in her butt crack. Suplexing them on that metal joint there, they always try to do that. That's got to hurt. Oh, Bailey should have taken that. She's got more cushion back there. What about RKO and Jay? Jay would be the one that didn't the Usos fuck him and Riddle over? It makes no sense. Everybody on that team having history with Orton and him picking Orton, other than it's time for his comeback. I don't like his green background behind me. Hold on a second. I recorded a video before we got on here live, and I used a green background. Can you guess what it was? You bet it starts right after this match. Talking about the CM Punk chants. I wouldn't be surprised. I like how even Dakota's been out injured and they still got her involved in the show. I never was a huge Dakota Kai fan. She's still living with Shayna Baszler. Are they still hooked up together? Yeah, back in the old days, it used to be submission only. That was when wrestling was real, man. I'm not a big fan of this crazy Shotzi character. The ballsy badass, really? She can't even get the shit out from under the ring, much less bringing it into the ring and using it. She's not taking out trash, she's bringing in the trash. Time for some concertos. They're chanting table. At least it should be a rowdy crowd here in Chicago. It was pretty loud on SmackDown. Oh, so they can't take a chair and swing it and hit them in the head, but it doesn't matter if you kick a chair into somebody's head. Put the trash can over her head. She's the dark horse, really? That's kind of cool. That was a good move with the chair. She'll hurt her own damn arm. She don't watch out. Holy shit. That was a suicide dive gone wrong. And there's Becky. Kendo stick time. Oh. Wrestling might be fake, but I tell you one thing's not fake. If you see the results of people getting hit with that fucking kendo stick, holy shit, Bailey's getting ready to get it from both sides. Oh, she hit her in the damn head. Yeah, you can't exit out of the ring or you lose. It's only pinfall or submission. At least they don't have it where you can escape the cage. That would suck. Make sure to suplex her off the top. Bailey getting ready to take a bump here, I'm guessing. There should be a table in there, and they put her through it backwards. Bailey's blocking. I don't know if I was talking to Cody. I was telling him about Bailey has only won like 8% of her matches in the last year or so. It's time for Bailey to turn face and start winning some fucking matches again. Yep, faces to the cage. What are they gonna do? Both double drop kicker? Oh, that was weak. Here we go. Who's next? EO? Wow. They letting the champion out there? And what is she going to get out from under there? A chain. Oh, that's cool. Oh. You know, I wonder if Triple H hadn't been in control. If Vince was still there, would EO have been champion and been champion this long? My guess is probably no. But with them pushing her and Asuka, that's probably what got Kairi Sane back. Uh-oh. Whoa. That was a good move, walking on the ropes. And the heels get cheered, only in Chicago. What's she gonna do? Bailey ain't had to do shit. Need to hit her with what was the move at what was the move that Rob Van Dam used to do where they call Van Daminator? Van Terminator? Which one was it, the one where he would jump from one side to the other? You think Bailey's bleeding? Maybe that's why they had to I don't have my glasses on. I can't see the fine details. I wonder if that's why she was off the camera for a little while. They were taking care of it. Somebody was talking about how this pay-per-view wouldn't be any good because they can't do cool blood like AEW did in that last match. I was like, I don't need somebody drinking somebody's fucking blood to be entertained, dude. What was she gonna do with that trash can? She got it. They'll end up coming back to that spot, is my guess. What are they doing? I heard her say, "Get the trash can." Shotzi probably the one taking most damage in this match. Shotzi's a little out of place in this match, considering how the top names that are in it. But it's good at giving somebody else a push. What are they doing? Well, here comes the advantage again. They didn't do anything in time. Taking out the trash. Hot garbage. Oh, they held that move long enough for where Bianca could come in there and get on there and break it up. That was pathetic. Oh, she's whipping them with the braids. Oh, she got two. Holy shit. She got two whips. Shotzi's like, remember, I'm on your team. Who were they chanting for? I couldn't hear them. Let me turn it up a little bit. Face to the can, head to hurt. Of course. Yeah, you can't fake a trash can to the head or a chair to the head. Oh, yeah. Pull that damn hair. I like Bianca in small doses, but they didn't like oversaturated the show with her. The boringest. Double frog splash, double leg drop. There's a leg drop. All right. Getting ready to even the match up again. They're coming in there a lot faster than a lot of times. So Asuka's going in last. Kairi Sane doing? She's skipping? She one of the bushwhackers? What's she doing? She's scratching her chin. Is the littlest one of the bunch going to be the one that brings the fucking table up in there? Where's she going? Oh, she's bringing the trash can lid. They conveniently don't have a handle on it. That thing's big as she is. Oh! Oh! Shucky ducky quack quack. That was a good move. They're they're constantly cheering for the bad guys. I like Kairi Sane. Oh, they're stacking up chairs on Shotzi. Bailey's like, let me show you how to do it so we don't hurt her. Jesus, that's three. And Becky just laying there and the chairs sliding off of her. Oh, God. What's coming? Why wouldn't that have hurt her? Why nail? That would have hurt her just as much as it hurt Shotzi. That's cheesy. This match is becoming hot garbage. Oh, but you got Charlotte's got to come in there. Bianca could probably throw EO too, but Kairi Sane, she could probably throw her from one side of the ring to the other. What's up, collecting and hobbies maximum? We're watching War Games. So we got two people left to enter. In a matter of moments, you're going to get Charlotte and we got Asuka. She would be like her dad. What a fucking pain in the ass. It never goes away. Woo! It's funny that Bianca uses her hair as a weapon, but didn't want to bring any weapons. Hey, so the bad guys got the advantage. So damage control had the advantage. No, no, that's right. They won. They got the advantage. That's right. So that all the members are in there. So you got Team Bianca's got 4-on-3 right now, and you got the last member of Asuka that'll come in there last. So it's 3 minutes in between each one. I'm surprised Charlotte hasn't had a belt already since she came back. Charlotte is terrible as a good guy. I don't like her at all anyway if she's going to be in the main event every time. She should at this point know that they're going to give her the belts and she'll eventually break her dad's record, which is I'm okay with it, but she should be putting people over, man. I'm gonna be pissed if she ends up beating EO for this belt. Woo! They're double teaming Charlotte. Everybody in the chat, we want tables again. She will, even though Bailey should. Come on, man, you got to be unbiased. No, if I was, I definitely would pick Bailey all day and night over Charlotte. I just can't stand Charlotte. Charlotte was weird. I never really liked her story. Like, she even admitted at the beginning that she didn't want to be a wrestler, that she only did it like out of tribute and respect for her brother that died. I mean, so her heart wasn't even in it at the beginning. Let her go to AEW. Mr. Mark, Tony Khan wouldn't know how to book her anyway. He'd ever break Jade Cargill's record. Oh shit, what's gonna happen here? Io is up on the top of the cage. You knew this was gonna happen. What's she doing? She's got to come off the cage. I think they got her training. They want to make AEW look bad. They want her to look good in the ring when she debuts for them. What in the holy hand grenade are they doing? There's already one in there, right? Is she gonna put that fucking thing over her head and come off this cage? Here comes Io. What is she gonna do? Oh shit! She's fucking standing on it. You think Jericho runs AEW? Wouldn't be surprised. Holy shit! Holy shit! She is putting the trash can over her head. Good Lord have mercy. You know she had to be scared doing that bump. EO, 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 EO. Holy shit. Holy shit. And here's the final person, Asuka. Oh God, is she getting a table? Oh, she gonna spit on everybody? Where's the table at? We gotta get a table in here. Yeah, she took out both teams. That really wasn't smart, but they wanted to make sure she got protected and everybody caught her. So there's the table. Asuka, get the table. A fire extinguisher. Kairi Sane is so small she can barely lift the table up. It's coming. War games begin. All of them are standing up and all of them are laying down. Somebody was laughing saying that why did they only have 5 matches on this pay-per-view or PLE? I was like, you guys obviously haven't seen War Games, man. Those War Games match goes 45 minutes at least. So these 2 matches are half the pay-per-view. So she brought enough kendo sticks for them all to use, and then they just basically drop them. Oh, they're tying them up with that chain. That's pretty unique. It'd have been better if they had tied Becky and Charlotte together and they could have figured out how to work together. That was cool. All four of them hitting the drop kicks together. Is that called sitting drop kicks? Yeah, that was cool. It's always amazes me, as long as wrestling has been in existence, that they can still come up with something unique and different that hasn't been done before. So the team Damage Control hasn't had that much damage, pun intended. So I mean, something major's got to happen. Oh, Shotzi got the face full of mist. You knew that was coming. Why wouldn't she have tried to put Shotzi in a pin? She just spit the mist so she wouldn't be able to see. That was weird. Did Devon get the table? I don't think she is. Oscar's a lot older than you think. Like, she's in her 40s, I think. She's been wrestling for like 20 years. I'm glad the WWE kept her. I would want if for a while I was thinking she was going to leave and not come back when she went to Japan, but I think it was cool that they let her go back home periodically. They because I remember when Kairi Sane left, they were like, "Well, everybody was busting on WWE for not being able to keep her," and I'm like, "I think she'll come back." I think they just let her go home so she could be home for a while and wrestle over there. Yeah, it does remind me of him, like the Great Muta. All those really good um, Asian type, whether they be Japanese, most they all use one of the greats usually uses the mist. I used to like watching Muta fight Sting. What's Charlotte doing just standing up there? What's she gonna do? Is she gonna moonsault off the top? Ooh, that's a little too much booze in that. Holy shit. Is she gonna do like normal and not hit anybody? She overshot him. She hit her. She hit Io in the head, man, with her foot. Like she hit Io in the head with her foot. She went too far. Oh man. Oh, I forgot to put the banner up. If anybody comes in the door, we're watching Survivor Series. Somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough! Stop the damn match! Yeah, Io got the worst, man. Because Charlotte overshot it a little bit. Come on, man. Don't let Kairi Sane take the pin. Well, I don't know. Maybe I guess she'd be the one I would want. Oh, God. They're hugging it out. Oh. Bailey's like, that's my gimmick. Figure 8 in the disarmer. Disarm her at the same time. That hug was terrible. You know, if this was the 80s, what I'd say about what that hug was. I don't want to get canceled. Come on now. See, if it was me, I would write this like I said. I would have it where Bailey wins this match and like goes so overboard over the top of talking about how great she is that the other ones just fucking get tired of hearing it and kick her out of the group. I feel like Bianca, other than hitting everybody with her whips. Yeah, the WWE does PG, man. They don't usually allow blood unless it's by accident. Which, ironically enough, most of the time the blood was fake. Somebody would cut themselves. So, yeah, Bailey's the one breaking up all the pinfalls. They're going to let the littlest one go through the fucking table? Come on now. Bailey's going to end up going through the table, right? Ain't no way. And The Rock means no way that they're going to let Shotzi get the pin. Oh, my God. Oh! Come on, EO. No way. Shotzi's up in there doing suplexes and shit while the rest of them are doing like big moves. That trash can lid got nothing but her head, man. Holy shit. That was a shot and a half. It's getting frantic. We're getting close to the pinball. I feel like Shotzi and Bianca ain't done shit. Bailey's going to take all their fucking finishers, man. Bailey's going to go through the table. Sorry, Cody. Yeah, Bailey getting all of it. Woo! Yeah. Well, that's where you shouldn't change your mind. That was exactly the way I said it was, and I changed my mind at the very end. That's exactly what I said online earlier, and then when I went and recorded the intro, I figured they would have Damage Control win, and maybe Bailey would just become like arrogant as fuck. Working right now, I can't see the pay-per-view. Hopefully Orton returns and they turn against Bailey and Dakota. Trust me, if they turn Dakota staying with the group, they gotta have somebody speaking English. Sorry you're having to work. Hell, like on the video though. I'm sure I got a shield every time. Yeah, I lost this one. Yeah, that's what I said. I said Bailey would end up fighting her. Do you think Bailey will win the belt and go in the Mania with the title? Oh my God, if she does, I mean Charlotte's winning the belt at WrestleMania. I don't want Charlotte to win. Team Belair just won. They put Bailey through a table with the manhandle slam after she took whatever Bianca's finisher's called. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Boo. That ain't all that in a bag of chips, or 2 bags of chips, or 3. How many they got up on the screen? No problem. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope the work isn't too bad tonight. Where do you work? I forget. What you said. So Bailey would end up saying she was weak because of all that shit she took saving them. Oh well, Cody. Now you got to see it all over again. I got to see her take the pin. Shotzi's like, I actually want a match, even though I'm in a team. It doesn't matter. Rick says, "Hey, Arturo." We don't need no stinking war games. Oh God, what's with these dudes? They're fighting over the chips. Less filling, tastes great. Less filling, tastes great. Does anybody remember that? Holy shit, it's R-Truth. That's the return we didn't know we were getting. R-Truth. He's got to come on there and shield some shit. Yeah, can we all just get along? Oh my God, he's doing the ruffle shuffle. Oh my God. We didn't need that whatsoever. Keep it PG. Yeah, this is dumb. You think? Is it really dumb?
Yeah.
They don't do a December one this year, do they? I think the Rumble's the next pay-per-view. Is there a pay-per-view after this one? I don't remember. If you don't like my language or whatever, I got one thing to tell you.
All you gotta do is say earmuffs to them. Earmuffs. They can say fuck, shit, bitch, whatever you want.
DraftKings. Have you ordered your 49er belt, Cody? How much are them damn belts? How much are those legacy belts? How much did yours cost, Cody? I know you got one. Yeet. My pity just kissed me. You what? No way, Jose. 4 to 500. Is that how much you paid for yours, Cody? They're chanting CM Punk. I hear him. Your pit bull. Oh. $549. Holy shit. I looked up the Dallas Cowboy belt, $549. If I told my wife I want one of those. That's my wife if I told her I wanted to buy one of those belts. Man, Cody is going to go to bed distraught. You're going to get Bailey taking the pin, and you're going to get the Miz taking the pin. You went to a game in the 90s, cost you $15. Orton ain't gonna show up until his actual music hits, dude. You're not gonna see Orton. They're not even gonna know if he's gonna show up or not. Miz's dad's gonna come back and help him win. Maybe John Cena's dad should have come back and help him win a match. They said they were gonna do a new Raw theme. Oh, I got a Purina commercial going on. So I picked Gunther. I don't think they're gonna have him carry this belt for all this time to have him lose to the Miz. No offense, Cody. I just don't. The Miz is not a top guy right now that they need to. You need Miz has kind of already established himself, and he can be over anytime he wants. So I didn't say that right. He's sort of is a top guy by default, but they don't. They need to get somebody over by having them beat Gunther. Like Gable needs to finally be the one that beats him. Go. You got to go. Got to fed the dogs. Feed the dogs. I'm sure I'll have to take a bathroom break here in a little while. I can probably make 2 hours. I don't know that I can make 3, especially drinking beer and rum. What game is this? Asgard's Wrath? I don't even know anything about what that is. You think he'll win the Rumble? So is he going to win the Rumble and then hand over the IC title to go after the world title? You think that's what he's going to do? And that way he can leave the belt undefeated? If Seth Rollins is still the champion, I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther didn't fight Rollins at the and be saying he wants to be the top guy on Raw like Roman is, and hold that belt like as far as Roman does. I know he won't do that, but he could be his character could be saying that, and then he could end up being the Raw champion for a while. I could see that happening. Gunther is really taking his game up to the next level since getting up to the main roster. And now he's able to speak better English and cut better promos. So he's all around, top talent now. I'm trying to think who would beat Rhea. Are they going to let Becky fight Rhea at WrestleMania? Because I'm trying to think who else on the Raw roster could beat Rhea. Here's Cody's favorite, The Miz. Oh, look, he's holding his giant balls. Hey, they actually mentioned Jericho. You still haven't watched Miz and Mrs. I watched the first season because I remember they used to re-air the episodes or debut them, whatever, after Raw. And so when I would be watching Raw, I would just leave the TV on and let it go right into it afterwards. Yeah, I think people forget Miz is a 2-time Grand Slam champion. He's won a lot more than people give him credit for. He hasn't had any long-term, like, major injuries, right? But here's the man. Yeah, I like it when he wears a black coat. I'm not much into that red coat when he wears it. All of Miz's together only add together to 592 days. He doesn't even remember it. Miz. Did you see that sign that somebody had at the show? They posted a picture of online. Says, "I just missed my pants." That's pretty cool. I forgot he's got the record for the male Royal Rumble appearance. They basically made him the top dog, man, with a secondary title. Miz has the right tools. He just needs to remember where he stored them. I haven't heard that before. That's a good one. I didn't miss Corey Graves being off of here with his baby. If Miz happened to win this would be a shocker, man. And he would have to win with shenanigans. Oh, he chopped him. Woo! You see, you might not be able to see it up here. Hold on a second. There's a figure of the ring general right there. Mia's hitting him with some good chops. I give him credit. Or at least they let Miz get some offense in. Call you what call you want, but at the end of the night, you will call us champs. Who said that? I don't know. Who said that? I don't know. Somebody old school? The Road Warriors say that? Or the Steiner brothers? What's on the back of Miz's trunks? What's he got all over his trunks? I can't tell. What's all on his trunks? I'm too far away. Oh God, Paul Roma. That was like poor man's Four Horsemen. I almost said Four Horsemen, but I didn't remember him saying that. Oh God, that was a kick, man. Whoa, I don't think Miz was expecting that kick. Holy shit. The ring general is basically trying to show up Miz at this point. Miz is chopping the holy hell out of his chest. Yeah, one of the worst. He's probably the worst. I don't know who would be worse if it wasn't him. At least the Four Horsemen wasn't like the NWO. Sometimes people would get hurt and they would still leave them in the group. They wouldn't just replace them with somebody and add somebody to the group. They did keep it the core Four Horsemen. I kind of liked it when Benoit was in there. Not that anybody really wants to talk about Benoit anymore, but have you guys heard any of those conspiracy theories about Benoit? Chavo Guerrero doesn't believe that he killed himself. A lot of people think he might have been in when the mob might have killed him. I was going to ask, I know what's it? Doug is doing karaoke on Saturday nights. I wish somebody could get some. Yeah, well, at least he could wrestle a little bit. I wish somebody could get some footage of Doug doing karaoke. That'd be fun. I'd like to see that. But if Gigi was on here, I was going to ask her if either one of them got their horror packs because I got mine today, and I need to open them up. I was going to ask them. I didn't want to ask them what. Obviously, I know what they got, but I was wondering what their opinion of them was. He's trying to take out his knee, so Gunther doesn't wear knee pads. Wonder why he doesn't wear knee pads. Yeah, can you imagine Dougie Fresh singing? That would be Dougie not so fresh. No, I don't want to talk about him while he's not here, but it'd be funny. I'd like to see it. I wouldn't want anybody seeing me do karaoke. I've only done it a couple times in my life, and it was not good. Hey, Cody, if you're still here, I heard that Ronda Rousey's appearance in AEW was a one-off because they wanted one of the AEW women to do something in that other organization she's in. So she isn't signing there, and that was why she did it on Ring of Honor and not the main show. Not that I like Ronda Rousey, but that's kind of weird. That was a weird way to have her on your show. So AEW is doing 2 shows tonight against the up against Survivor Series. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to go for them. And are they live or do they tape them? And if you're doing it live, why are you breaking it into 2 shows? I don't know. Somebody told me that it was only a one-time thing. Not that I care. She sucks. If AEW wants to sign that kind of talent, they can. Are they doing both their shows live? If that's the case, why wouldn't you just do 1 3-hour show? Why are you doing 2 different shows? Why you got to break it in because of the roster? Since Punk left, is the roster still split? I don't watch that shit enough to know. AEW fans, I mean, I'll admit they do have a couple of people in there. I've watched some of their matches after the fact, but you'll never see AEW fans won't admit that WWE has anything good. The fact anybody that's in there again with Gunther, every one of his matches is good. They could no an AEW fan couldn't deny how good he is. They would eat it up every day if they were able to steal him away from the WWE at some point. Always got him in the sleeper hold. Come on, Miz. I at least want Miz to make it look good, make it difficult for Gunther. Oh, they pulled the turnbuckle off. Oh my God. Everybody's like, no. I can't get into it either. I think it's their pompous, we're better than you attitude. Yeah, you get the washed up has-beens, dude. I mean, I'm okay with Edge going there because the WWE did not want to push him the way he wanted to be pushed. They didn't want to feature him as a top talent. Oh my God, they're fucking cheering for the Miz. Now they're booing. What is with this fucking crowd? Oh God, I thought they were gonna let him win. No. You have to admit, man, this match has been booked perfect, man. They're making the Miz look good. The crowd's hot. Oh God. What a clothesline. Think they're going to call an audible? I don't think so. That was like the worst splash ever. He's got him in the crab. Too close to the ropes. Oh, he pulled him over. Oh, now I love it. That's kind of like Jericho used to do the walls. That right there, man. I liked it when he put his knee on him. That was awesome. That didn't suck. I wanted Gunther to win. Cody says, I hate it here. Sorry, brother. It didn't suck. That was a good match. They made The Miz look good. They accomplished everything they needed to with that match. They kept Miz looking good, looked strong. Gunther's still the champion. I think, like Cody said, I think he's not going to lose the belt. He's going to end up handing it over and go after the world title. No interference, clean finish. You're 0 for 2. Well, I'm 1 for 1. 1 and 1. I'm 50% here. They just hadn't done enough with Miz leading up into this. I mean, if Miz had been in some high profile stuff, then I might would have thought he had a chance. Yep, I'm 1 out of 2. Cody swayed me to going for Bailey's team. Damage Control. Oh, well. So, what else we got? We got Rhea. And we got that Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee match, which would be a good match, but it's going to, I mean, I don't know. I guess I really kind of wanted to see what Carlito looked like in the ring after all this time. I don't know why they did that. Is Carlito really injured? Hey, Santos against not Carlito. I like that. That's funny. Yeet. Where's Liv Morgan at? She was at SmackDown backstage, I think. Did you see that picture of her they posted? Hopefully she's about ready to come back. My guess is they'll hold her off until the Rumble. One guy was talking about he thought that Liv would win the Rumble. I don't know if they'll do all that. See if I can find that picture I was talking about. Yeah, here it is. She was with Lana. So they were doing it was Thanksgiving, not at Survivor Series. Look at this. Hello. PLE. JD's like, I got to get some fucking checks, man. I need a shirt that's got my name on it. You got the 4 of them on that shirt. I wonder how that works with merchandise sales, where if you got a group like a 4 and you're getting selling Judgment Day stuff and you split it and then they add another guy and you're like, what the fuck is this, dude? Now I'm getting like a 5th of a check instead of a 4th of a check. I heard that they may let Dragon Lee lead a version of the LWO. And I didn't even know Ray was hurt enough to where he needed surgery. Oh God, that fucking Quantum Leap show. Man, I wouldn't mind having some good chili right now myself. We didn't need a new Quantum Leap. Did you guys see my movie hunts where I was making fun of finding those Quantum Leap? The same 4 copies of it was set on the shelf, and nobody would ever buy them. No, thank you. Scott, you make your own homemade chili? What are you saying ugh about? I think I'm going to take a bathroom break after this match. This whole match is probably a bathroom break waiting to happen. That was a Thunder shirt. I want a Thunder shirt. Are they only for dogs? I want a Thunder shirt. Did anybody give me a Thunder shirt? Did you guys have that ad? I had one for that Thunder shirt for dogs. What the fuck is going on here? Sorry about that if it hung up. I was trying to open up something and my antivirus blocked it. Santos Escobar. Yeah, you think they'd have the bathroom break chillax, but unless they're gonna have Rhea just destroy her. Cook off commercials. This match is kind of a waste. Do you think he'll be single, or do you think he's gonna? Rumor was that those tag guys were gonna be with him. Yeah, you have won a couple cook-offs. That's kind of cool. Me, Stallone, or Schwarzenegger? Oh shit. Damn, I like Stallone. I would have to say probably over as far as the whole group of all the movies together, probably Schwarzenegger. Um, but one of my individual favorite movies of all time is Rocky and Rocky 2. So I do like me some Stallone, but probably Martin Scorsese. Overall quality of movies, I really do like a ton of his movies, and the quality is just so much higher. But Ridley Scott did some really good movies as well. But well, you're asking me, what about you? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a good one too. Uh, Probably Spielberg, just because Jaws is my favorite movie. I'd have to choose that. I like Duel. But Hitchcock has got some of my favorite movies. I love Psycho, Rear Window, and Rope. That's my three of my top Alfred Hitchcock movies. Anybody seen Rope? That's really good. Can't go against those gangster movies. Yeah, I know Goodfellas, man, is so fucking good. I bought you're gonna see my Criterion video I'm gonna repost, and I bought that Mean Streets this week, which is basically, yeah, it's one of his first movies. So I mean early movies, not first movies, but The Terminator. Yeah. I like a lot of Schwarzenegger's movies. Now that you said that though, if I had to pick the overall, just the quality of his movies, individual movie, I would pick Terminator or Terminator 2, obviously, over anything probably that Stallone did, me personally. But overall, just like filmography, like all of his movies, I'm gonna have to pick Stallone, man. I think I like him with more of his movies. Now I'm gonna pick Spielberg though. I grew up with so many of his movies. E.T., like I said, and Jaws being my favorite movie. I gotta go with Spielberg. Dial M for Murder is good. I don't know, man. For some reason, I just like Rope. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite Hitchcock movies. Maybe it's because he does so much with so little. We're talking about movies because his fucking match is so hot garbage. I mean, overall, it'd probably be a good match, but just to find out about it last night and to put it on pay per view. What happened to Carlitos? Anybody found out anything about him? Ray is a good superstar. I just think he's a bad father. Yeah, Jimmy Stewart and Rope. You got that long tracking shot at the beginning, which I don't know if the whole thing is one shot, but a majority of it is. And just the tension you can build and have it basically everything happen in like one little apartment area. The dialogue is good. Man, I love Rear Window. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think I'm gonna revamp my Die Hard as a Christmas movie video and post it this year. I didn't get a lot of traction, but I was new to YouTube, so I might repost that as far as re-record it. John Carpenter. I like so many of John Carpenter's movies. Wes Craven, I like some, but not everything. I love They Live, Halloween, The Thing, um, Christine. It's just so many movies of Carpenter's that I like. You got to give your choices though. Who do you pick? So yeah, to go back, if you didn't hear, I picked Stallone as far as group of movies over Schwarzenegger's. My favorite movie so far this year. I don't know. It would have been easier if you, somebody, not me, harder if you had told me. Somebody asked me, did I like Saw X or Thanksgiving more? Yeah, they're pretty close, but I'd say John. I don't even remember what movies fucking came out this year. My favorite movie released this year was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, followed by Cocaine Shark. I'm just kidding for both of those. Man, there's been a lot of movies out this year. I was looking over somebody's list. I don't even know, man. It hasn't been any like over the top great movies this year, but I've liked a lot. Like I really liked Equalizer 3. I like No One Will Save You. I like Evil Dead Rise. Did that come out this year? I like Saw X. Well, if you watch my movie hunt, you would know I haven't seen Barbie at all. So I can't pick that. And I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet. So I bought Oppenheimer this week and I plan on watching it soon. And I was telling everybody that's going to be one of those movies that I'll probably like it. It'll probably be some great acting, great filmmaking, but it's probably going to be one of those that I don't watch many times because of the runtime. I'm just not big into movies that are like 3 hours long. Violent Night. It was more fun. Megan was more of a. It was too gimmicky. It was too close to like a friendly version of Child's Play. But Violent Night was fun. It was like way better than I was even expecting it to be. So yeah, I'm probably one of the few people in the universe that haven't seen Barbie or Oppenheimer, but I own Oppenheimer. So I like the fact that Christopher Nolan came out and basically in support of physical media saying you should buy it because nobody can take it away from you. That was a pretty good wicked kick there from Escobar. Shit, I don't know my favorite movie of the year. That'd be a hard one. It wasn't Expendables 4. And it wasn't The Exorcist Believer. I haven't seen The Marvels. Black Phone, easy. Scream 6 was good, but it's just a lot of the same old, same old. Black Phone was really unique. Carousel 3, man, that's pretty high on the list. Five Nights at Freddy's was disappointing. Thanksgiving was really good. I haven't seen Dumb Money yet. I want to see that. I say 2023 had some good movies, but Flash, I didn't. I figured he would beat him. I didn't particularly like the Blue Beetle. I hate what's the comedian that's in it? The older guy. I like the Flash. Yeah, obviously next year is gonna be Cam Blood 9. original Scream. I know what I did last summer just seems like a poor version of that. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yes, I did. I see your post. I picked Santos, so yeah, I'm 2 out of 3. Jim Barney or Will Ferrell? I'm Jim Barney. Jim Barney. I can't believe I said Jim Barney. I mean, I tell everyone too many. That's why I had to go to the bathroom. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell? Will Ferrell. Yeah, I did. Guardians 3 is high up there for faves of the year. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That is one of my favorites. I didn't see the Marvels. 2023 has had a lot of good movies, but as far as like top tier, like really good, it's kind of lacked. I'll maybe when I see Oppenheimer, I'll like it. And I didn't go see the Scorsese's new movie because I just can't sit in the theater for over 3 hours. I apologize, man. I can't do it. Mel Gibson or Bruce Willis? Bruce Willis. I love Die Hard. So are you who's a Die Hard or Lethal Weapon person? Lethal Weapon is good, but I always like Lethal Weapon 2 better. Yeah, I can't believe I said Jim Varney. That shit's funny. There's a rivalry? I thought you had to have like multiple matches against each other to be a rivalry. Magic Mike's Last Dance, did that come out this year? I was looking at somebody's list of movies that came out so far. Magic Mike's 3 came out this year? I'm a movie hoarder, as they say, but I didn't buy that. If that's out, I didn't buy it. The Mission Impossible movie was pretty good, Dead Reckoning. Talk to Me was good, but I still think I like Guardians better than that. It sure as fuck won't skin them a rink. I'll tell you that. It keeps messing up. Hey, Cody, did you watch the new VHS movie yet? I watched that. I might have to go back and rewatch it. You don't have Shutter? I mean, it's worth watching. It was better than the last one. Is anybody going to go see Wonka? Oh, I forgot Aquaman comes out. That'll probably win for the best movie. I want to see Godzilla -1. I also want to see Silent Night. Have you guys seen the trailer for? They're advertising Oppenheimer on here now. Have you guys seen the trailer for Silent Night? That looks like a really good revenge flick. I forgot Trolls came out. Trolls Band Together. That'll probably be on my top list. Not. You come up with some good ones. Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington. I'm gonna have to say Denzel Washington. I didn't like Tom Cruise when he was young. I liked some of his movies, but not all of them. I've started to like Tom Cruise as he got older, but I don't know of a Denzel Washington movie that I don't like. I love the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. That's one of my favorite movies. So I'm probably gonna have to go Denzel. I love the Equalizer movies. Yes, I did both. Thank you. Yeah, Die Hard to me was better, but do you Lethal Weapon 1 or Lethal Weapon 2? They're really like two distinct types of movies. Lethal Weapon is the pure action movie, and you got the crazy guy, and they're more of a buddy. It's more of a buddy cop movie in the second one. So it's kind of like two different tones. I like the second one. I love how the second Lethal Weapon opens with them yelling in the car and the cool chase scene starting off. No, the new Equalizer's good. I think I liked it better than the second one, but not as good as the first one. Denzel Washington is just so good. But that character, he's getting a little old, man, to be realistic that he's got that type of reaction time. So yeah, it's good, not hot garbage. Zoe Stark, I don't need like war paint all on her face. She looked like she got like swiped by Velociraptor. That damn SOB. Yep, Escobar won. We got Gunther won. He kept the Intercontinental title, beat the Miz. Escobar won. Way they're pushing Escobar as a heel. You knew he was going to win. There's no way Zoe Stark going to win this match, but hopefully the Rio will make her look good. We don't need that on her face at all. He's like, I may take that bet. Can I borrow 20? How's Rhea got her hair tonight? I can't tell. Number 2, he nailed them both. Remind me of the Wolves from TNA. Yeah. Al Pacino or Robert De Niro? Probably Robert De Niro because I've liked him most of his career. I didn't particularly like Al Pacino when he was younger for some reason. I like him as he got older. Stark should have stayed in NXT. There are more talented women there than her in NXT, Roxanne Perez. Well, I mean, it's not really her choice whether she comes up or not. So they don't have a show in December. Then you got the Rumble. Is that true? Do they not have a show in December? Then they got Rumble, and then they got Elimination Chamber. That'd be January, February. There's no show from March, right? WrestleMania's in April. You think the Creed brothers? Well, man, you get up there, you got to shit or get off the pot. Yeah, they got one like first week of January, last week of January type of thing. So it's more like timing. I think they said Roman not going to be a crown jewel either, are they? Everybody likes it when Rhea shows her butt. She can almost rival Bailey in the butt area. Candace, Indy Hartwell, Stark, all buried. Well, yeah, you can't count Candace right now. Candace went and got herself pregnant, so she was out for like a year. So you can't really count that. She came back and they've got everything planned right now, probably through WrestleMania. So you can't count her yet. Stark isn't buried. She's in a damn women's title match right here in front of you. So she's not buried. It's just that they don't have much for her probably when she loses this. And Hartwell, she got hurt. So just give them some time, man. Your Roman isn't on hardly any of them. I hope he loses. They say they got something big planned for the Rumble. Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Well, you're not gonna like. I picked LeBron James. I never liked Michael Jordan. I like Michael Jordan when he was. I hate North Carolina. Just so you know. So I live in Virginia, and I was a Virginia fan, and I hated North Carolina because of it. So I didn't root for him in college. I did root for him at the beginning up until when he won his first title or two. Because I used to watch the Bulls. We didn't have a lot of channels back in the day. This will tell you a story how old I was. WGM was one of the few channels you'd get on basic cable, and they showed all the Bulls games and all the Atlanta Braves games. So, no, that was TBS. TBS showed the Hawks and the Braves. They showed the Cubs and the Bulls. Well, the Bulls didn't win for the first couple years he was there, and I was rooting for him to get a title at that point. But once he won 3, I didn't need him to win 3 more. I didn't need to see that. And longevity-wise, my son likes LeBron, so he followed him all the way through Cleveland. So it's more of a just taste type of thing, not who's the best player. So that's a long answer. Yeah, I thought it was 12. I know, but at least she's on here. I mean, shit, is anybody going to beat Rhea right now? I don't think they've got anybody right now that could beat Rhea unless it's like Becky or somebody. Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite movies. I watched the trailer this week, the teaser trailer that had Eric Stoltz in Back to the Future. That movie would have been hot garbage with him in it. He has no charisma. He just does not have the it factor. Probably Elvis. I grew up with Elvis, listening to him on vinyl with my dad. So it's more of a just nostalgic thing for me. Overall songs, I like a lot of Michael Jordan's better. But just growing up with it, experiencing Elvis was something to behold when you didn't have the internet, didn't have television, but 3 channels. I'm still everybody knowing him. I'm a little older than you guys, so. Where's Omos? Where in the hell is he? I don't know. Wherever he is, let him stay there. I didn't see a lot of Muhammad Ali when I grew up, but I grew up in the Tyson era, dude. I mean, I used to watch him knock people out on HBO. I mean, Tyson was my era, so I would just have to pick Tyson. I saw him when he got his ear bit off. I just didn't grow up with seeing Ali much, so. Naya, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Dwayne Johnson or Jason Momoa? Dwayne Johnson. Jason Momoa, I hate him. You think so? I don't know about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Becky didn't win the Rumble. Yeah, I've watched that. I've got that $10 4K. That is a really good. That's a good movie. Why she got the black shit running across her face? She came out there like that, right? Did Buddy Murphy give her a big wet kiss before she came out there and smeared it? I like Rhea's hair like this. I know, but what else you gonna do with Becky? Jade doesn't need to I don't know if she needs to be debuting and then winning the Rumble and then winning the WrestleMania. Man, that's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I got to see how well she trains and how good she looks when she first debuts. I got a feeling she's not going to debut into the Royal Rumble, though. If she doesn't win the Rumble, whoever screws her up in the Rumble or throws her out will be her first feud, probably. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jade in the women's elimination chamber because they'll probably do a male and a female. Holy shit! That move did not look right coming off that top rope. No. Humphrey Bogart, man, he just had a swagger. I like some James Cagney movies, but I'd say Humphrey Bogart. Zoe rolled her through. She's so short compared to Rhea. If Rhea didn't want to be suplex, she wouldn't be suplex. 80s physical media is like come up with some really good scenarios. You're better at me than coming up with those things. Keep them coming. I like them. Franchise wise, I give you guys one. Franchise wise, Halloween or Friday the 13th. You can't select certain ones. If you had to sit down and somebody said you got to watch them all this weekend, are you picking Friday the 13th or are you picking Halloween? Even though Halloween is my favorite individual movie, I would have a hard time deciding because I really do love Friday the 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I even like 8. I like all the Paramount movies. Cody picks Halloween. I like Halloween. I like Halloween 2. I like Halloween 3. 4. I don't like Halloween 5. And I'm not much on 6. H2O's good. So, man, once you get past like the first 4 or 5, it's tough. Jimmy Stewart. John Wayne to me just didn't do enough other than westerns. Jimmy Stewart did westerns, and then he's in some of my. I love Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, and I love Rope, and he's in both of those. Fridays are a lot more generic and don't really have much of a continuous storyline. What? The first, the first 8 have a continuous storyline. When you compare just Jason, I know what you're saying as far as like the the supporting role characters. If they had done more, like in with Tommy Jarvis through there, I think you probably would think a little different, maybe. I see what you're saying, like character wise. All right, so Rhea wins. So I've only missed one match so far. Yep, I'm 3 out of 4 too. We missed the same ones. Nobody cares about the Wonder Twins. Wonder Twin powers activate. I love the Wonder Twins. I don't give a shit about Aquaman. They're basically like, hey, we're going up in outer space to save the the universe or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'll be down here like talking to the fish. Yeah, you bet with your heart and not your mind. That's a good way to lose money if you're betting money. I bet by just looking at history. Oh man, we're snapping into a Slim Jim. Where is LA Knight? Yep, they sure are trying to make Aquaman like throwing some humor in there. I heard they're got Hemsworth back probably for Thor 5. They're coming to an agreement on that. So I think they need to do something. I didn't hate the last Thor as much as everybody else did. I know it wasn't great, but I kind of like parts of it. I think they need to make another one to kind of cleanse the palate of that. Plus, as shitty as most of the Marvel stuff has been lately, other than I like Loki season 2, they need to do something to like get some of the hardcore fans back. LA Knight, yeah. Who cares where LA Knight is? Shut your mouth. Who cares where LA Knight is? What's wrong with you, brother?
Let me talk to you.
Your Dark World was not good. There's parts of Love and Thunder I like and part that I hated. Zeus was hot dookie. And those sheep, might as well have been sheep. Those goats that kept laughing and shit got on my nerves. It's hard to believe this will be Cody's 3rd WrestleMania when next year rolls around. Oh, talk to me or smile. Sorry, I was talking when I was reading. I like about choked myself on that beer. Talk to me or smile. I would probably have to say talk to me because it was more of a unique movie. It felt like I hadn't watched it before. When I was telling somebody about Smile, man, Smile felt real gimmicky, like everything that I'd seen before. It was like you mixed The Ring with It Follows. a little bit of that truth or dare shit with that weird smile. I felt like I'd watched a lot of it before, so it didn't feel new. So I would say talk to me. Scott picks Friday the 13th. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning that way too. Dunbroad shouldn't have opened her mouth. The chick from Screen 5, 6 got fired over comments on that Israel Palestine. I know, but I will say this. I don't want to be too controversial, but I'm not going to say whether I agree with what she said or not. But goddamn, man, it's a free country. We're supposed to have freedom of speech. She should be able to fucking say whatever she wants to say. But she's got to own up to it. So if she's okay with not with being fired from that, they I don't know where they were going to go with that story anyway. They need to take a. Is what they need to do. They need to put a big bunch of money in a dump truck, and they need to back it up to the door of Nev Campbell and Patrick Dempsey and tell their fucking asses to come back for the next two. Sign them up for two, so you can close out that whole story and be done with it. Like, because just them, it's really weak having a final girl that just leaves the series and you don't wrap it up. That's one of the things I was talking about Friday the 13th is the weakness of their series is you have a bunch of final girls and people that survive at the very end of the movies, but then you don't find out what happens to them later. At least Alice at the beginning of the second one, who survived the first one, dies, and then you don't know what happened to Jenny at the end of 2. You don't know what happened to the girl at the beginning at the end of 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. Russell Crowe or Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson. I love most of Mel Gibson's Mad Max, um, the Lethal Weapon movies. I didn't particularly like Russell Crowe um, at the very beginning. He's been an acquired taste. The Nice Guys, though, is one of my favorite movies with him in it. Him and Ryan Gosling. I think they play a perfect, yin and yang together. I liked. So that would have been Scream 5? I like Scream 5 way more than 6. 6 to me just felt like they were running in place a little bit, like they didn't do anything new. What do you guys think of that Five Nights at Freddy's? That's what's advertising on mine now. I understand she feels sorry, and all of us too, about the people of Palestine getting murdered, but the same thing happened to people of Israel, children, women, and horribly massacred. Did she forget? No, but in her family of Palestinian descent, so she's going to come out and say something that affects her personally. So I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of that, but to me, she should be able to say whatever she wants to say. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? We're just too soft in this country, man. You can't say or do anything anymore. Everybody's got to apologize for everything. I like Russell Crowe in South Park. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I need to go on this Golo. I need to lose fucking weight. I like Russell Crowe in that movie Unhinged. I thought that was good. But even some of Mel Gibson's cheesy movies I like Bird on the Wire. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, but didn't she say some people in her family were Palestinian? I thought she said somebody in her family was. It doesn't make any difference. She should be able to just say whatever she wants to say. I don't. Nobody gives a fuck what she says politically or personally when you go to see a movie. But I think they were taking it too far. A lot of people were saying that they wanted to boycott the production company Spyglass that made the Scream movies for firing her. So they were saying, "Well, boycott the Thanksgiving movie because they made it as well." So the other side of the coin can be just as pathetic as far as taking shit too far as the other side. Oh well, this is easy for me. Quentin Tarantino all the way. I like a lot of Nolan's films, but Tarantino is just fucking pop culture personified, man. I love everything he's done. Even the stuff he's written that he didn't actually make movies himself. Um, have been good. I love him even in From Dusk Till Dawn. I love Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill 1 and 2. I love them all. Everything he's done to me, he's been at least have some value to it. Christopher Nolan's good too, but I just like Tarantino a lot better. Also, if you look for where Tarantino came from, basically a movie store, rental store guy who wanted to make movies and just did it. Yeah, I think they bring too much fucking politics into the entertainment industry. Unless they're going to run for office or do something or whatever. When I go see them at the theater, I don't even see the actor. I see the character they play. Everybody's got sand in their pussy. I agree with that. What is my favorite 80s B movie? Oh. Yeah, I read that he was writing the script. I think it was Halloween. It was when they were deciding to do. See, he was working for Miramax, and was going to write a script for that. What was the What was the movie he wrote? Shit, I can't think of the name of it that I liked. Hold on a second, I'll tell you. Early on, what was the one here? True Romance. I really like True Romance. I don't even know. I wished I knew more about the script. My favorite 80s B movie? I don't know, man. Isn't it basically every movie from the 80s when you look at it now a B movie? Send your money in the bank. Damian Priest is going to get pushed out of this group eventually. Why are they all standing there fucking looking at Drew? Is Drew going to start the match? Probably Kubrick. I like a lot of his stuff. The Shining is good. Trying to look see what other movies. Serpico was good. Dog Day Afternoon. Probably overall, yeah, it would have to be Stanley Kubrick. Oops. There are two books called Taking Shape 1 and 2, and it's about Halloween franchise and also the movies. Yeah, I bought the first one, haven't finished reading it, and I bought the second one here recently, and I'll look at that afterwards. So I haven't really cracked that one yet, but the first one is good. Knowing the Eagles have owned our pathetic butts. How long has the Eagles owned our pathetic butts? So you must be either a bandwagon Eagles fan or you're an Eagles fan just and you don't remember history. Up until the last like 2 or 3 years, who owned who? Like my whole lifetime has been Dallas owning them. So talk to me in like 10 years, 20 years when it evens out, and then we'll talk about that. And I also would predict I think Dallas will end up beating them the second time they play. They should have beat them this last time if the couple pathetic plays going out of bounds. And so if you've been an Eagles fan since 83, Dallas has probably owned the Eagles the 20 of the last 30 years. So Criterion or Kino Lorber? Probably Kino. Overall, they release way more catalog stuff that I like as far as horror, like different genres, horror. I'm looking at some Kino titles up there now. Um, they even released The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. They released Remo Williams' Adventure Begins. So they've got like such a Rawhead Rex, such a wide range um, of movies. Criterion is good too, but it's also a lot of movies that I would not like that are not in my wheelhouse, so to speak. So I'd say Kino. Yeet. If all of the good guys get individual intros, like it's no wonder it's gonna take fucking forever. So you're gonna save Randy Orton's pop for when he comes out here. There's no Ray Orton is starting this fucking match though. George Lucas or I would say George Lucas. Just Francis Ford Coppola has obviously made the better quality movies, but overall, though, the ones that I've enjoyed the most have been George Lucas. Some of my favorite ones are American Graffiti. Obviously, the Star Wars movies, stuff that I grew up on. So pop culture related, you probably get it. Oh, I don't. I'm not. I actually was talking about somebody, Vinegar Syndrome. If you look on my channel, I've bought very little from them. They do pick some pretty obscure things to release, but of this blast Black Friday sale, I didn't order anything. I mean, they got some good stuff that's half price, but the way they don't even let you go back if anything's been released like in the last 6 to 9 months or whatever it is. They don't let you order part of their sale. So, but some of the stuff that they I just can't. You can't. Daryl is a good movie from the 80s, but I'm not paying $43 for that in 4K. Some of their stuff, like everybody's like, oh, you should have got Roadhouse in 4K. Well, I'm not paying 50, 45, $50 for a movie in 4K. So Kino has done a much better job of keeping it. Um, they put it in special packaging. Uh, I don't even know why Vinegar Syndrome, but I will give Vinegar Syndrome credit. A couple times a year, at least that once they do that $10 sale, and I've caught some stuff. Which I'm not as Doug. It follows me on the channel. Loves slip covers. I'm not a huge fan of slip covers. I don't need them. So if you can catch some of those for $10 during that sale, I'll buy them. But no, I can't explain it. It's they're living on the collectors only. Where's Orton at? The only way that Sid and Mark would work is you'd have to pick up where 3 left off, forget 4, 5, and 6, bring back Dewey and Stu. Well, how would that? Why? She was on the phone talking to in number 5 was talking to them on the phone when she no not number 5 in the last one. She was on the phone in the last one talking to them and basically saying we're to Dewey. Which one did Dewey die in? So it was the one where Dewey was in, and said that her and Mark were fine. So they're married, they got kids, they were in hiding basically, and she showed up. So you wouldn't have to wipe out 4 or 5 or probably 6 maybe, but I don't know that anything happened in that you'd have to wipe things. So you wouldn't have to wipe any of those because Sid and Mark were both. Sid was in 5 and Mark was mentioned on the phone in 5. Yeah, I'm not going to be like a lot of these channels. When I know no disrespect to them, like Mid Level Media, um, who was the other one I was watching? Films at Home and all those. They push Vinegar Syndrome a lot down people's throats, but I'm never going to do that. I think it's overpriced. Yeah, they do that all the time where they'll make you think, or they'll say up to, and when you pick the version that's got the slip cover, it's it's expensive. I bought the Angel set way back when it came out, and it wasn't that much. Like I think I paid 30, $40 for it. And then all three now they don't have individual slips. And so that's how they're trying to get people over. They want you to get the individual slips for them now. I would say Brad Pitt. I like some of Ben Affleck stuff, but some of my favorite movies have. I'm not Brad Pitt isn't one of my favorite actors, but he's in some of my favorite movies. I love the movie Seven. I could fucking watch that thing like every other day. That movie is so good. Other than it's got some major plot holes in it. Well, there was some punk chants earlier, like during what was the match? It was after the first women's War Games match when they first brought people out there. They were chanting punk, but nothing major. Matt Damon or Adam Driver, probably Matt Damon. Just Adam Driver to me hasn't had that like a huge filmography yet where I would pick him over anybody else. That would be funny. That would be the only way you'd get him on here, and then he would not unmask until the show goes off the air because they're not going to overshadow. Now that Orton isn't even out there, they're not going to overshadow Orton's return by having Punk on the show. If Punk comes back, it's going to be in the Rumble. I'm not a huge Adam Driver fan. I don't know why. He has a weird look sometimes to his face when he like is dramatically acting. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Howdy, good man. Just jumped on to see the killer yet? Thoughts? I really dug it. Cheers, brother Gator. No, I haven't watched that yet. I was gonna watch it this weekend. I've been so busy, but yeah, I plan on watching that soon. Um, I like everybody involved in that, so I thought it was good. Hey, have you bought the Speaking of that, Kino released special editions of White Lighter and Gator. Did you buy those? Did you have any involvement on those? They got any special features of yours on those? You think he's going to just RKO Cody and leave? That would be shitty, dude. But I also wonder why they would have Orton in a War Games match. I'm getting ready to riot. We're out of beer. Out of beer, out of rum. I came ill prepared for this. I don't know. It's fucking stupid that he hadn't showed up yet. He promised to be on the team and didn't show up. my thought was going to be the War Games match itself starts, and then Randy Orton music hit. He comes out. I think he helps win, and then he RKO's Jay to end it. You don't think they're much different? Did the original releases have did they have slip covers? I'm not big into slip covers, but if I was going to get them, I guess I don't own either one of those. I'm starting to go back and try to piecemeal it. There's a movie of his Raven that was for like $3 or $4 during the MVD shop sale that's going on. Have you ever seen that? Is that worth picking up for like less than $5? Nicholas fucking Cage. Come on now. Orton versus Jay. Snooze. No slips. Okay. So that's probably what they did. They added slip covers in a commentary. Yeah, Nicholas Cage is a national treasure. Raven is junk, is not worth $5, $4, whatever it was. I liked your video on City Heat. You know, I always thought something was awful in that movie, and I never really did any research myself. So I thought it was kind of cool to watch your video and find out why. I didn't know Burt went through all that trouble. It was pretty that's pretty amazing he survived all that shit. It sounded like he was pretty close to hurting so bad that he might have even thought about suicide there at one point. That's pretty sad. But I'm glad they figured it out. Yeah, I know, man. That movie, I remember even back in the day in the 80s when my dad and I used to watch movies together. He was looking forward to City Heat, and we didn't see it in theaters, and we ended up renting it. Um, and I remember we used to make bootleg copies. We had a Macrovision copy protection remover thing. I remember we bootlegged that movie, and my dad was basically like, "This movie ain't even fucking worth bootlegging, man. I don't think I'll ever watch it again." I bought the Blu-ray of that. Um, I bought the Blu-ray of City Heat like at shit Dollar General for like $4 or $5. I buy used a lot, but I like to buy my used stuff where I can physically see it or buy it off of eBay or something. I just don't like to blind buy used stuff and not be able to see it. Comparing Nicolas Cage to Donnie Darko, unacceptable. Who said that? Did I? Oh, you talking about Jake Gyllenhaal? City should have been Dirty Harry meets Sharky, hard R and violent. They made a silly. I agree with that. It should have been. You could have still had some dark comedy in it, but it should have had more of an edge to it. Like Dirty Harry and I agree with that. Do you think it was all that back and forth with the script, Blake Edwards and all that shit? Um, I would definitely say Purple Rain for sure. Strange Brew, man, that transfer is pretty. It's pretty bad on the Blu-ray. So unless they're gonna, I don't just see them spending time cleaning up Strange Brew. That's more of a what do you want to call it? A uh, I don't know. It's kind of like an acquired taste. Like if you're an '80s comedy guy, but it's not like general moviegoers are gonna really, want to go out and buy a Strange Brew. I see somebody like a Vinegar Syndrome or Kino or somebody maybe eventually doing it, but it might would take a while. What other movies on Jason Statham or Keanu Reeves? Oh shit, that's a good one. Oh man, I'd say overall entire catalog of titles, Jason Statham. But here lately, it obviously Keanu or John Wick has been better, but he had a big long gap of movies that I didn't really give a shit about. Like you went from uh, Bill and Ted to in Speed to like a huge gap where I could have cared less what Keanu Reeves did. And Jason Statham has been pretty steady with me liking most of his stuff. Yeah, Blake Edwards writing that was totally fucking stupid. I could see where he was popular back then, but come on now, not with the two of them. Statham forever, yeah. I haven't got tickets for the Abyss yet. Don't hate me. I wasn't a huge Abyss fan when it first came out. When it came out on video and I bought it on disc or whatever, and I was able to watch it home a couple times, I started liking it more. Ed Harris is excellent in that. So yeah, I can't wait to see it either. I don't know if I'll see it in the theaters. I might. I'll definitely buy all those 4Ks when they came out. I can't wait to get those transfers. Rosemary's Baby or Exorcist for sure, man. Rosemary's Baby is okay, but The Exorcist is fucking iconic. You saw Napoleon. I haven't watched that yet. If you go to the movies, pay attention to the commercial with Santa and A Blast from the Past. Which movie are you talking about? Affleck? Nah. I think I'll pick Matt Damon in that group. Brian De Palma, John Carpenter. There is a group of Brian De Palma films that I really do like, though. Have you guys seen Blowout with John Travolta? I love that movie. We're talking movies, and we got this great War Games match going on. Hold on a second, I got set up. The hour-long doc on the Abyss will win you over. Toughest film. Oh yeah, I know. I think I've seen that. That's one of the reasons I love watching documentaries about movies It'll make you respect movies more. If anybody doesn't like Jaws and watches those documentaries about what the fuck they went through, then you'll just admire the filmmakers there. Yeah, I think I remember watching that. I agree with that. It's probably one of the things that Damien Priest and Drew going at it. But yeah, I agree with that. It'll make you respect the filmmaking process so much more. Cameron or Tarantino? Tarantino for me. I kind of want to see Iron Claw. I think I might see it if it does open around here. I would still, to me, I know Cameron's made better movies, but Quentin Tarantino, I just love everything he did. Dude, Camp Blood or Axe Grinder. Camp Blood, it sustained itself, man, until Axe Grinder catches up with the number of films. You can't compare the two. That's a tough one. Hold on a second. Gave the Blowout as a classic, Body Double, Untouchable, Scarface, De Palma at his best. I'm not a huge fan of Carrie. I don't know why. It's okay. I think maybe it's because I like the book so much. I read all the Stephen King books. I do. I love Body Double. I love Untouchables. Love Scarface. Yeah, Blowout is really good. Well, of course it's going to be good. Aren't you going to be in it? It's going to be great if you're in it. To go back to this one, that's a fucking hard one right there, man. Exorcist is probably the better movie, but rewatchability is probably Psycho. Because I love that. I don't know, man. Damn, that's a hard one. I have to think about that one. Oh, that was the easy one right there, Jackie Chan. I know I like Jet Li, but he's not a good actor at all. I'm losing my voice. I'm going to get something to drink. Underrated The Thing prequel. Is that what you said? Shit. I agree with that. The only thing holding that movie back, the story's great, the acting's great. It's got some great actors in it. The only thing holding it back a little bit is the CGI is really bad in some spots. And that's what I was telling Doug that follows me on here, is that the problem I have with some of those 4Ks that are coming out is stuff from the 90s and 2000s. The CGI was so cheesy back then that it's hard to, the 4K makes it look even worse. But yeah, I love that movie. I didn't even know it was a prequel. I thought it was going to be more of a remake. And then as I went into it, watching it in the theater, I was like, this isn't a remake at all. Unhappy Campers. That sounds familiar. I may have seen it. Hoping for the rumored Thing sequel. Yeah, I know. I was watching a video where John Carpenter was talking about the Thing the other day. He said he definitely knew. He knows which one of them is the Thing and which one's not. And he said that he actually liked the video game that they did, which was basically the sequel. And I'm pretty sure in the video game, isn't Childs? Didn't they find out Childs was the Thing and McReady wasn't? I can't remember. Greatest Dallas quarterback. Whatever. I'm just going to tell what I was telling my son. Romo was way better than anybody give him credit for. He had some of the best comebacks ever. He just had a couple strings of bad luck. But as far as quarterback overall, if you listen to him talk now, that dude's got a great football mind. He can read defenses like better than half the people still in the league. He is a good quarterback. They should have fucking won a Super Bowl with Romo. You spelled overhyped wrong, Brian. I recommend though, if you guys haven't seen it, to watch Blowout with John Travolta and Nancy Allen. It is a fucking great movie. You can get the 4K Criterion. This crowd is so into Sammy. I was talking to somebody over the Thanksgiving holiday, and we were talking about Sammy deserves to win that Raw World title. I wouldn't be surprised he didn't get a shot at it sometime next year and actually win it. Is he gonna come off the top of the cage? Oh my goodness. JD McDonough's kind of out of his league in this match. Zayn is so over still. Hold on a second. My headphone went dead. That's why I don't use both of them. Sammy's got some good offense there. Well, I don't like Coors because it's basically water, but I can't drink Budweiser. I was telling somebody that I drink Budweiser, and every single time, whether it's be Bud or Bud Light, I get the fucking headache, and I don't know why. Let me get my other headphone in here. Saw somebody in crowd with a Punk flag. Surprised it wasn't confiscated. Maybe they had it folded up and they brought it in there. Rewatching Dexter, really awesome series and holds up for multiple viewings. I'm so disgusted by the series finale, and the reboot was awesome until the finale. Yeah, I agree with that. Both of what you just said. I didn't like the end of either one of them, so it kind of like ruined it for me. I love Dexter. Yeah, that's it was kind of cheesy both times. I mean, I don't know how you fuck it up twice. So Drew brings himself in there, and so Dom is the last one to enter for that team. Do you think the studios will continue to release their best-selling movies and leave that smaller titles coming like Kino? Of course they will, because if you look, Paramount is releasing, the only ones they're releasing themselves are the ones they know will sell, like blockbusters like Trading Places, Scrooged, stuff like that, the Beverly Hills Cop movies. When anything else, if you look, they've licensed all of their catalog stuff, the old stuff that's not big, high profile titles, to Kino. Like if you look at my movie hunts, a ton of the stuff that I've been buying on Kino, especially 4Ks, have been old Paramount stuff, like the stuff that Gator talk likes, Burt Reynolds stuff like Longest Yard. That was a release, so they're releasing a lot of stuff. Unless it's like really high profile stuff, they're going to license it out to like Kino and Arrow specifically. Arrow is getting a lot of Universal stuff. You asked me about that when we were texting the other day. I watched Fargo at the beginning when it first started. I haven't watched anything recently, so I want to go back and start watching it again. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the Chris Rock one once I found out he was on there. I think Cody said he started watching the new one and said it was really good, or you said you wanted to watch it. Yeah, it does. Kino, the thing to do though is don't buy any Kino stuff like when it comes out unless you really, really want the movie. Kino at least 2 or 3 times a year. Like they'll have that Christmas in July or whatever they called it sale. I mean, I bought 2 orders of stuff from Kino where they had $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 titles. If you didn't buy anything for Black Friday, one of the things I'll tell you guys is go to MVD Shop. They've got some really good stuff on sale right now. They've got a lot of their MVD Rewind collection titles on sale, like a lot of those Jean-Claude Van Damme titles. They got them for like $6, $7, $8. They were the best Black Friday deals. Like, I didn't think Vinegar Syndrome or Kino, I don't think they did one. Severin, I don't think any of those had any great titles. And then my local stores didn't have any movies for sale this time. Do you prefer a 4K combo pack? Yes, I do. Because sometimes I'm almost afraid, I was telling Doug this, to buy a movie in 4K unless I've really read reviews that the 4K is worth the upgrade. Because a lot of times I'll get it and it isn't that great of a transfer, and I might as well have just kept the Blu-ray. I'm gonna bought the Blu-ray. So I'd rather have a 4K Blu-ray combo than I would a Blu-ray DVD combo any day. Watch season 1 through 3 of Fargo. I enjoyed 1 and 2. 3 was iffy. So I haven't watched any of 3. Is that the Chris Rock one? I don't know. I've got a hacked LG one that was pretty good that I got region free about a year and a half ago. I know they recently had Films at Home is a channel I follow, and he does a lot of stuff with hardware. He recommended one that they just had on sale for Amazon for Black Friday. So check him out. Films at Home on YouTube, or look at his Instagram. And I can't remember, but he recommended a couple different ones, especially that one that was on sale. But my LG's good. I think the one he had on might have been a Sony. But I would recommend, if you get one, or get at least, if not a 4K, get you at least a region-free Blu-ray player. Because I know Umbrella released that stuff, and their stuff is region-free naturally, but I've got a lot of movies, like that one that I just did a short on, that Christie. There's a lot of movies that are out that are not out in the US on Blu-ray. They're only on DVD. And you can get region-free Blu-rays of them, and then that way you can watch anything you want. Yeah, what time of year was that when they did that? Because I love those 99-cent titles. But no, they got a really good Blu-ray sale going on right now. I recommend going to that. It's mvdshop.com. Especially you like Lionheart. I'll tell you some of the titles I bought. They still yelling, is Randy Orton coming in this match? They had Disturbing Behavior, which I had held off on, and they had that for $11. They had Black Eagle, Double Dragon, Death Warrant, Out of Time, which is a Denzel Washington movie. That was $5. They had Lionheart, Double Impact, Blood Fight, Lone Wolf McQuade. So they had a ton of movies that were like $6, $7, $8. Balor's got a fever in his own. The only prescription is more cowbell. Did you say that in your best Christopher Walken voice? Oh my God. I got a fever and I need more cowbell. Who are they chanting? Dom, you suck. They probably don't have to pipe in crowd noise booing for this, man. What are some of the films you want but have never been released on Blu-ray? I don't know. Somebody was asking me that. Never questioned Bruce Dickinson the other day, and a lot of the ones that I wanted are out. Why isn't Caddyshack 2 on Blu-ray? Does anybody know that? Oh, it's a 4-on-1 beatdown of Dirty Dom. I'd have to think about that one. I might if I thought of a list, I might would have to make a video on that one. because Terror Train or You Knows You're Alone. The original Terror Train has got a Blu-ray. Are you asking me which movie I choose? Probably Terror Train. He Knows You're Alone. I haven't seen that in so long. Maybe I already have. I'm going to do my Criterion video here tomorrow or the next day, and you can watch it and see. So obviously, the top of everybody's list was all those Cameron movies, but it looks like we're gonna get True Lies and Abyss and all those. Um, a movie that I was thinking of the other day, you're gonna laugh. It's probably a lot of like comedies. I was like, have they released what was the name of the damn movie? Less Than Zero. I think it was when I picked up that DVD and on clearance at Family Dollar. Have they released Less Than Zero on Blu-ray? I have no clue how many steelbooks. I don't have mine separated. I got like the best ones. I've got um I do have them separated together in a bin, but I've got a lot of them, the cheesier ones that are not together with those. So I don't know. I've never counted my steelbooks. I got a program that I'm starting to use, and I'm going to start cataloging my movies, and it'll probably be easier for me to answer questions like that. Yeah, somebody told me that. I swear I thought Adventures of Ford Fairlane had a Blu-ray. Yeah, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane does have a Blu-ray, just so you know. It's probably out of print. I own it because I remember the cover being shitty. I think it might be a we call it a Anchor Bay. No, I don't think it was Region 2. I think I got it as Region 1. Shut the front door. Yeah, I ordered some of the here comes Orton. I do own some those steelbook protective harder cases, and I put them on the more rare ones, the good ones. Hold on a second. I want to see what Randy Orton does here. I'll answer some questions in a minute. I'll Gator, if I've got the Adventures of Ford Fairlane, watch my Instagram. I'll post a picture of it. I'm pretty sure I have it. Hey, Orton's in like really good shape. So he's beating the shit out of Dominic Mysterio to start. I'm surprised they didn't hijack this fucking thing and champ CM Punk. Favorite horror of 2023? Probably Thanksgiving. While they're waiting for him to do something. Do you triple dip from some of your favorite movies? Unfortunately, Jaws and Halloween, the first Halloween, I've definitely triple dipped or quadruple dipped or whatever 5 is before. I was just telling somebody, unless it's, I got to start trying to save a little bit of money and space. My collection is huge. And I can't, I keep all my good stuff around me in this little room, but I'm having to start moving stuff out because it's stacking up. But um, I would say I do upgrade the better movies to 4K after I read reviews, and if they say they're worth it. I used to just buy their 4Ks, and now they're coming out at such a fast clip. I can't afford to do that. Um, so I don't know that I call that double dipping if you're upgrading from Blu-ray to 4K. I guess you could, but I've bought some movies that I've bought before, and then they release special edition like steel books, and I end up double dipping. I was seeing if I had any right here. Like I give you an example, like Rob Zombie, Lords of Salem. I've got that, and then I bought the $5 steelbook out of the Walmart bin. That's not my favorite one of two. I would pick Carousel 1,000 times before I pick Cocaine Cougar. Cody like Cocaine Shark. You guys remember that time Randy Orton hurt himself by slamming his arms on the mat like that? RKO to Dom. Oh, and Priest just got stomped. Oh, Cody Cutter. And the kick. And the frog splash. So all the good guys are getting their moves in. Remember when Vince tore both his quads sliding in the ring? Yeah, he ran to the ring in the Royal Rumble. That was when John Cena and Batista tied, right? And he slid into the ring and tore both quads and had to just sit there and figure out what to do. They're on the top of the cage. Are they going to do something to JD? They're like, why did I join the Judgment Day? My favorite horror of 2023 is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Did that come out in 2023? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. They're like, are you still alive? Fucking priest took the pin? Oh, my God. Yeah, I picked the babyface team, but there's no way I'd have thought Priest should have taken the pin. Come on now. That should have been JD McDonough or Dom taking the pin. By God, that's what I say. So my only guess is that's going to lead to Priest. Was that eventually getting kicked out of the damn group? Orton gonna RKO anybody? So Orton not gonna RKO anybody. I thought he should at least RKO Jay. Yeah, the women's match used more weapons. The men's match relied more on just little spots. Didn't do enough with the bull rope. Didn't do enough with the weapons. Have I ever had a defective 4K disc? I don't think that I have. I just did a video I recorded. I'll go ahead and give you a preview. Is do you open your movies as soon as you get them? And I'm recommending that you do because I've had at least 3 issues lately that I'm so glad that I ended up opening them when I did to make sure that I got the problem resolved. But I've never had a defective one. Unless I've got one of those Black Friday ones I've just bought that I haven't opened and watched yet. Let's see, Orton. Is he going to do anything? If he doesn't RKO somebody, especially Jay, come on now. No way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. Whoa. You gotta be fucking kidding. They did it. Motherfucking Triple H. Whoa. You hate it here. I fucking love it here. Holy shit. You gotta be fucking kidding. Oh, just shut up. I just like the fact they rub it in fucking AEW's face, man. Look at him smiling at all of them. Holy shit. You couldn't have ended this show any better. I didn't think they would have overshadowed Orton's return with this. I was wrong. Holy shit. I'm okay to be wrong with this, but in Chicago, what time is it, baby? There's no way he'd be back if Vince was still in charge. Holy fucking shit. Best in the world. It's still pretty fucking epic, dude. That was fucking cool, man. So then everybody's got to tune in Monday night for him to cut his fucking promo. That was a great way to end the show, man. You have to admit, I was not expecting that in the least. Holy shit. Did the internet fucking break? I think the internet fucking broke, didn't it? Oh my God. I wasn't expecting that at all. Woo. That was good. So yeah, anybody that watches the stream at the end
Say earmuffs to him. Earmuffs. They can say fuck, shit, bitch, whatever you want.
I'll say earmuffs next time. So that's all that pay-per-view is going to be remembered for is the very end. I haven't really had any of them scratched that I've noticed. I know that's one of the reasons you need to open your disc because of that cloudy shit that they got in there. Truth was still the best. We had the return of our Truth, return of Randy Orton, and return of CM Punk. Can you believe that? I don't particularly like CM Punk, but I wanted them to give a big FU to AEW. For AEW drops the ball too much on stuff like that. There's that whole thing went down so bad for everybody involved. I wanted them to give the big FU to to the AEW because of that. I was gonna look real quick, see if the whole fucking internet just broke. Peter Anthony, my man Peter Anthony was watching. He was the first one I saw that said, "Wow, CM Punk in the WWE." And this guy said, "Are y'all going to show up? Are y'all going to be disappointed when CM Punk doesn't show up?" And everybody's making him eat his words. Punk is back. Yeah, I agree with that. But still, you have to admit, he'll be under a little bit more control um, with the fucking WWE. Plus, dude, he's going to make so much fucking money with the WWE. Even if he's only on there from now into WrestleMania, he's going to make so much money with them. They were chanting for him in the main event a little bit. So I thought maybe if the Rumble, we might get his return there. I guess we got to settle for Mickey James. I don't know, man. That was pretty cool, though. Either way, so what do you guys think? I thought it was a pretty decent show, man. And I appreciate all you guys coming on here. You made it pretty lively. That was a good stream. It didn't seem like it was 3 hours. Went pretty fast. The highlight package is mainly Randy Orton. I thought that's funny. Yeah, I know that they're gonna crush them. Punk, they should just let him get on the mic, say whatever he wants. I hope he does another pipe bomb. That's pretty epic. So, all right, I think I'm getting ready to lose my voice here, so I'm gonna probably close it out. Anybody that was watching along the whole time, you guys rule. I love you guys. That's why I still do this. If you watch after the fact, this has been JEFFMAN316 Live. We normally talk movies, but this time we're talking Survivor Series. Hey, I will ask you guys this before you guys leave. A couple of the core guys are on here. I finally did hit 2,500 subscribers. I said I was going to do a giveaway. How should we do the giveaway? Like the last time I had it to where you had to respond under a video. Should I just do that? Should I just go to a video, make it, show you the titles that I'm going to put in the giveaway, or maybe not even show them, just say what I'm going to give away and then paste that you have to be a subscriber and you have to comment under it, and then I put everybody in a drawing? What do you guys think? What's the fairest way to do a giveaway? If you don't answer now, put some comments in this after the fact and let me know. I'd like to do that here in the next week or so. I'm giving away 25 movies. It's going to be 15 DVDs and 10 Blu-rays for hitting 2,500 subscribers. So, yeah, that's probably the easiest. So that's what I'll do. Sometime this week before the live next week, I'll post a video and basically say you got a week to put your comments under it, and then I'll just put everybody's name, and then maybe at the live stream the week after that, I'll actually do that before we watch the movie, or I'll do it like I'll come on early before that. But well, I got a bunch of CM Punk figures that I was thinking about selling, so maybe I'll wait now because they'll probably skyrocket. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, anybody that watches this after fact, this was the 2023 Survivor Series. Chat and watch along. So anybody that watches after fact, hit the like button because it helps the algorithm. Comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff, please. I'm behind. I'm behind what? Either way. I don't know. I'm gonna probably get off here and check it out. And but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the live stream. I appreciate everybody that was on here during the whole thing, or anybody that watches after the fact. Like I said, this was a pretty cool live stream. I'm hitting all this stuff off while I'm on here. Yeah, I think he's not going to say anything until Raw. I don't think they'll have him on there. It would be kind of silly, but either way. So I really appreciate all you guys sticking around through the whole thing. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and close it out, boys and girls, by saying this has been JEFFMAN316. And as always, I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.